welcome to my channel. My name is Chirag. So today we are going to discuss what is a SOAP protocol and what is a WSDL, Web Service Description Language. We also discuss what is a SOAP structure and SOAP fault message. Along this, I will also show you how we can put the request on Postman for SOAP, right? So let me describe you what is a SOAP. So in previous video I said that web service is two type. One is SOAP and another is REST. So SOAP is a simple object access protocol. It means it is a simple way to exchange data over network, right? So when we exchange the data from one application to another application, SOAP gives us some rules. By following that rules we exchange our data. So it encapsulating and encoding the XML data. So first thing, SOAP only in support XML data. So when we using SOAP, we just transfer our data in form of XML, right? First thing is that. Second, SOAP messages are usually carried as the payload. So when we send request from client to server or application A to application B, we just send some data in the form of payload, in the form of XML data from application 1 to application 2, right? So this is a SOAP structure. If I open a Paint and I will show you, this is my application A and this is my application B, right? So this application give me some method related for maths web service. Just give me a moment. So this is a math web service. It has add method, divide method and multiply method, etc. So add and subtract method, right? So this is my application. So this is my application. I will write this is my application, and in this application I need to use add method from maths web service, right? Maths web service. So first thing, maths web service, right? So first thing, I am using a SOAP request. So I raise a request to a maths service. Okay, I need to use add your method, right? And the parameters which is used by add, I will pass in this request. So this is my request. It is a SOAP request, and then it give me a response. So it is also a SOAP response which is given by my SOAP response, which is given by my maths service, web service, right? So this is the SOAP request and it support only a XML data, right? So this is my first point. Hopefully you understand what is a SOAP and how it will work. So second point is what is a WSDL. So WSDL is a web service description language. It tells to the client, okay, what type of method I'm going to use. Means for the maths web service there is a maths maths WSDL which is written in XML form. So I will show you how it will display. So it is written in XML format, and it gives WSDL give the information to the client. Means I'm hitting the request, so I'm the client of the WSDL this Maths web service. So Maths WSDL give the information what type of method it supports, what are the parameter it supports, all the different information it display on WSDL, which is a web service description language. So same I have written here. Okay, it tells the client application what web service does. A WSDL document is used to describe a web service. Application are able to understand what are the web servers actually do. Okay, so it gives the endpoint and what are the expected method it's written. So this is a WSDL. Now I will show you what is a WSDL. So this is a calculator of web service, right? So as I said, Maths web service, it is a calculator web service, and for calculator web service this is a WSDL. So what WSDL do? Okay, let me open WSDL. Yes, so WSDL means any guy who created a calculator web service, right? So it also created a WSDL to using calculator web service. He said, okay, for using WSDL web service, so this is the different point. So this is the web service name. My web service name is WSDL service is equal to calculator. So this is my one service is a calculator, and what are the different method I'm using? So it is here. So in this you can see there are different method is using. So they let me this a calculator web service, and there is a calculator SOAP is binding over here. So I have to search calculator SOAP. Okay, so this is a calculator SOAP over here. You can see this is a calculator SOAP, right? So it calculator SOAP has a method operation which is add operation, right? So add operation, what it do? It takes input and it gives the output, right? So this is how this we understand the WSDL. So for calculator SOAP, it is a one method which is add, another is a subtract, another one is a multiply and divide. I am taking here add. So add method has input is add SOAP in and output is add SOAP out. So now I will goes to add SOAP in. So this is my message which is a add SOAP in, and this is a add SOAP out, right? So it is a parameter which is add for add SOAP in, and means this is the input and this is the output. For the input there is a EDST add and output for add response. So when I go to up, so you can see it is a add. So here I can see, okay, add is a method, right? It takes two parameters which is taking a int. So you can see which type of it's a int, and another parameter is int a, b is int, and what is returning? It is returning a int, right? So if you see here, so you can see that ADS output is a add response, AD SOAP in is a add. So output for we have a add response out. For add SOAP in we have a this add. So it takes add takes two parameter here, and add SOAP response is giving a one parameter here, right? So this is the WSDL. So to follow this thing, we understand, okay, these are the different method we are using and these are the different parameter I need to use, right? So this is for a WSGL. Now we will see what is a SOAP structure. So SOAP, as I said, SOAP support XML format data. So it has a envelope, SOAP envelope. SOAP envelope means we are encoding or we are encapsulating our request. So you can see encoding and encapsulating our XML data and define the rule for the transmitting and receiving that data, right? So it is a SOAP has an envelope, then we have a different bodies, header bodies, all these things is in a SOAP structure. So if I will show you in my this, so I'm talking about this is the my SOAP structure, right? So these are SOAP envelope and this what are it support this envelope, right? So it is a predefined, in this schema is a predefined rules which SOAP support, and the developer also need to support this kind of rules, right? After that there is a SOAP header. As in this request I do not have any SOAP request, so there is a SOAP body, and for this SOAP body I am using a add method. As for WSDL we already discussed what is a add method. So you can see the operation add. So I'm going to use let me go upward, yeah. So this is a operation add, right? So in operation add I'm using this method and it takes two input, int a and int b, which is an integer type. So let me show you on here. So you can see, okay, it is taking two input, int a and int b. So I am going to send this input which I need to add. So this is the SOAP structure, right? So this is my endpoint and this is the SOAP structure which contains SOAP envelope. Every SOAP request should has a envelope, so it encapsulate it encoding under a envelope. So it packed the message or the data which we need to exchange from client to server or application A to B and B to A. So it encoding the XML data by using this SOAP envelope. Then we have a SOAP header and then is a body. In body we exchange actual data, right? We exchange the data which we need to perform. So in this I need to add two data. So these are int a 12 and is a 23. So when I press send, so you can see there is a 35, right? So it adds in is this response. You can see again the SOAP envelope comes with a body and here it is closing, and this is a add response. So what is a add response? In add response we have discussed here. So this is a add response which is coming as a response, right? So this all the thing which we have to show you here, right? So this is the request which I send, okay, I need to add two number and it give me the two number, right? Now suppose I need to only add 2 and 1. Again I press send and you can see as a response I get 3. So all this thing is a SOAP request. Suppose I need to give a double. As I said in WSDL there is a integer but I give a double, then you can see this the exception come which is a fault message, right? So in fourth point the fault message is that when we give some unexpected request, then the web service said, okay, you said unexpected request, so it send a message so that we can understand and we can just modify our request, right? So this is the all about our SOAP. Hopefully you understand the SOAP in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye. Take care.